What's up, guys? The Beast NJ here, and welcome to another episode of The Daily Gamer. As you know, I've been on vacation all week, so these are a little more relaxed and a little more laid back and a little more vlog style of Daily Gamers. We will return to our regular format next week. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about today, all this Marvel video games news. As you guys know, I'm a huge Marvel fan, love them, have since I was a little boy. And now I've heard some news come out to where they're talking about wanting to make a Defenders game. Not only that, get into the indie space of video games. So we're starting to really get into some interesting territory, in my opinion. Now, there's no questioning that Rocksteady and the Arkham games really opened this space up for Marvel and for everyone else to come, really. And I'm so glad that they did, because now Marvel's really taking this seriously. But what will this do for video games? Will we start getting like superheroes and Marvel Cinematic Universe style stuff woven into the games universe? I know they're doing Spider-Man. They have some other studios working on other things. They made a deal with Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics to do Avengers and potentially Guardians. We don't know if that's confirmed, I believe, but they do have a deal to do multiple Marvel games, starting with an Avengers one. And we know Insomniac is working on Spider-Man, which they've said is not tied into that universe, but who knows what the future will hold. So now we're getting to an interesting space. Like, if we start seeing Marvel do indie games, the possibilities are just endless. What kind of things could we get? Will we start seeing some of these stuff like these Xbox indies that we saw? Like, I can't even think of it. The Last Night, I want to say, maybe. And there was another one. I think I had the music. He was jumping through like the music notes with his guitar. It looked really beautiful. But anyway, games like this, I think, are really going to push the industry forward in terms of if we can get what's happening in the movies with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where these stories are interconnected and overlapped and intertwining, and bring that to video games. Not that I'm saying that that's being pushed here. I'm just kind of, free-flowing thought at the moment. But if that can happen in the video game space, not just for superheroes, but for games in general, that to me seems like the next evolution of storytelling in games. To have your characters set up in these different franchises of their own and then have crossover games. I know there's been crossover games, we all know there's been crossover games, but I mean in a way that really matters and impacts one another and focuses on story, not a beat 'em up, not a fighting game, but like if you have an action RPG or you just have an action game or an open world RPG, whatever, and you then blend them and cross over to make like team games or like big crossover battles. Who knows? But I just can't shake this feeling that with Marvel getting involved in games and with them kind of setting up all of these different characters, that might be the way we see them go. Will that trickle over into other video games? I don't know, but I think it would be really, really cool if it did, and if other people started taking that kind of style of storytelling and implementing it into different franchises. I'm excited just for Marvel games alone, but the prospect of a Defenders and Avengers crossover thing is what got me thinking of this, which just gets me so excited. Get a little Spider-Man in there, and you get yourself a hot Spider-Man date. Oof. I'm so happy to be alive, guys. It's a good time to be a gamer, I'll tell you what. But I just wanted to throw that thought out there for today's episode. And what do you guys think? Would you like that if games started using that kind of storytelling format of crossing over and using other characters and then having them bounce back and forth between franchises? And it would definitely be a much more, wild thing. And publishers would have to start working together and things like that. But it's not impossible. We thought the Sony and Marvel thing was impossible. But if there's one thing companies like, it's money. So they sure wouldn't want to leave that on the table. But I'm just curious what you guys think about any of this. What do you think about this Defenders, potentially, the Defenders game coming out? What do you think about this style of storytelling? This is all hypothetical. I'm just, throwing out ideas here. But what would you think if franchises started to do this in the video games industry, kind of a la MCU? Let me know in the comments below. And please like this video. Helps me a whole lot. Subscribe to the channel. And have a great day, everybody. And I'll see you next time on The Daily Gamer.